Sure to only eat pineapple when you take all of your antidepressants because it kicks up your happiness just a notch until the next day when you decide to eat uh, at five different Jack in the Boxes, which is something I have done more than 10 times in my life. Boom. Okay. Um,
Welcome to Fart Talk with Ricky
and Lex. What up? Welcome to Fart Talk. It's your girl Lex and your boy Ricky.
It's
Yeah.
right here on the screen. And if you're listening to it, she just said it.
Ricky, did your black eye heal?
I didn't have a black eye. You know what? I don't like you guys talking shit about me.
Oh, come on. It was all fun and games.
For whom?
All of us and you. You didn't enjoy it at the slightest bit?
No.
No?
I like when people are talking about me behind my back, but like things like, oh, that was like the greatest orgasm I've ever had in my life. Those kinds of things.
Well, I mean, you've never given me an orgasm, so this got awkward really fast.
Yeah, you were like,
How
are
do
we
I
technically
address
coworkers?
this? Well, Ricky, why did you wait until like the very last 15 minutes to even make your presence known?
Because I fell asleep.
Oh, you fell asleep. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You look,
so busy these days.
yeah, you look busy. You look a little tired.
I know, right? I'm looking at myself like awful.
It's okay. I mean, I'm breaking out on my face because I'm so stressed out. So we can just look awful together. How about that?
So do you suffer from acne?
You know, I did for a long time and then I had it under control for like a year, about a year. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like stress recently. My
It's
job
the lack of
stresses me
orgasms,
out.
right?
No, I don't think that's
You
the
told me
problem.
that, right? That someone told you that?
Yes, that's something that a lot of old black men would tell me, like old black men that like were hitting on me, like that's really gross and inappropriate, and you're older than my dad.
I started dating somebody who had issues with acne early on, and then we started dating, and
Are you trying to say that
the acne started going away.
you're saying that the orgasms you're for the orgasm statement?
They call my dick Clearasil.
Well, all right. Well, in the year that my skin was the clearest, I was actually celibate. So I can counter argue you.
Were you also masturbating a lot?
Actually, no, I wasn't. I don't even think I was really masturbating at all during that time. So, but I also was taking this supplement that helps a lot with gut health. And I recently stopped taking it about a month and a half ago. So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it. So I ordered some more today. So we'll see. We'll see. So
you want to give a shout out to that sponsor?
Thorn supplements. I would love if they sponsored me. I've been using their supplements for years. It's actually a really, really good supplement company. It's like the best.
Thorn,
and if
you won't need to have any orgasms anymore.
You won't. And if you want to try it, I can actually get you $25 off your next order. So just hit me
reach
up.
out to Lex.
Yeah. So Ricky.
Yes.
Have you been farty lately?
Yeah. The other day I had some like really crazy hot sauce because I was just craving it. And my head's also been felt like congested, you know what I mean, like sinus pressure and stuff. So I was like, I'm getting some hot sauce, but then my farts fucking reeked like crazy because it was like I had some soup one time and some chili and just like with this crazy hot sauce, and it was nasty.
It was nasty. I've been having the smelliest, like the worst smelling farts I've ever had in my life for the last 2 days, and I
You
haven't
got to
eaten.
get that thorn back in your system.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I haven't been eating anything out of the ordinary. I did have some ice cream last week, and I don't know if that was it. I don't know why it would take like 5-day delay for that ice
Are
cream
you
to kick in.
lactose intolerant?
Very much so, but, the
Mm.
funny thing is I can have it now, and, I don't get, like, a really terrible effect as much as I used to when I was, like, still trying to, like, in the beginning processes of healing my gut. Like, before, if I had ice cream, it was a 50-50 chance that I was going to have diarrhea within the next, like, 10 minutes after starting to eat ice cream.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Wow.
also,
10 minutes.
I've also noticed though,
Did
like,
you just sit on the toilet and eat the ice cream just to be safe?
yeah. I've also noticed, like, certain brands, like, there's this brand from Oregon called, Tillamook,
Uh-huh.
and, it's very high quality, and,
Uh-huh.
usually when I eat their stuff, I don't have any issues, and I ate, like, half a tub of, like, Tillamook, Cookie Monster, or no, Monster Cookie ice cream, and,
Hmm.
I was
They couldn't
fine.
afford him.
What?
They couldn't afford Cookie Monster to be
No, it's not.
on the cut on the
It's
thing.
not based off Cookie Monster, it's called a Monster Cookie, so I guess
But
it's.
they're referencing him a little bit, and they probably
No, they're
tried.
not. Okay, so in Oregon, there's this thing, and I thought it was like a national thing, but I guess it's an Oregon thing. They make monster cookies at the bakeries. They're big. They're like this big,
Oh.
and they put like everything in it. So there's like M&M, peanut butter, chocolate chips. There's like caramel, or yeah. So the the monster cookie Tillamook ice cream is vanilla ice cream with cookie dough bits in it, chocolate chips, M&Ms, and like caramel and some other things. So it's kind of like Rocky Road style, but with different ingredients, you know?
I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten today.
Oh, I got a fart you can eat. Ricky, you ready to play a game?
No. You know what's nice about ice cream?
What?
Does it cut? Can you hear me when you show that graphic?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, cut back to it. You know what's nice about ice cream? No, cut back to me. You know what's nice about ice cream is that it doesn't have to be dairy and it's still pretty good. So I like gelato is great. And
Gelato is dairy.
is it still dairy?
Some of them are dairy, yes.
I thought it was like eggs or something.
No, it's just an Italian style ice cream. It's made slightly different.
Hmm. Well, regardless, there is coconut milk ice cream. I think it's fabulous.
Oat milk is my favorite. I think
Mm.
oat milk ice cream tastes the most like the real thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
usually what I get, but they don't have, monster cookie oat milk ice cream. So
well, dummy, it sounds like the easiest thing to make. You just put shit on top of your ice cream.
true. You don't have to call me a dummy. All right,
No, I'm sorry.
let's
It's a term of
expand.
endearment.
It's time to expand your flatulence vocabulary.
Lexus.
Today's what?
Lexus.
What?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry I called you a dummy. No, I'm more sorry that you can't take being called a dummy and think it was like a fun, nice thing.
No, I mean, I'm not offended at all. It's whatever.
Sure, but
Anyway,
no, I can tell. I can tell when you're offended.
I'm not offended.
You're
Okay?
offended. You were
No,
hurt. You don't like
I'm
being
not.
called dumb. That's why you click to the graphic. That's what you do when you don't want to face things. You just click to a graphic and think that the problem will go away.
The
So just
problem
click to
won't
that
go
graphic.
away until I tell you I don't want to be your co-host anymore. Okay, are you ready for the fart phrase of the day?
Yeah.
All right, the fart phrase of the day is free jacuzzi.
Free jacuzzi. Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Be like,
actually in a jacuzzi, a regular jacuzzi the other day at the gym.
oh my God.
What?
Tell me more.
The bubbles went off and I let it rip, and then it was a free jacuzzi again. Oops, wrong sound. Yeah. You got one?
I mean, that's like there's only really one scenario where that works.
Not necessarily.
Someone was eating some soup and I stuck my butt in it and farted and gave them a free jacuzzi.
Soup jacuzzi.
Soup koozie.
Soup koozie. Okay, well, I did check the news and I found something pretty interesting. A lot of really interesting things, actually. You're watching the most trusted resource for fraudulence in the media. That's right. Fart Talk presents Farts in the News. So Mental Floss came in clutch the other day. It's actually their 20th anniversary. So they're getting old. But
when I was a kid, I used to get that magazine. Well, 20
Really?
years ago when I was 17, actually, right when it came out. Yeah, I had a subscription to Mental Floss. It was really fun because this was like before the internet.
Yeah,
It was
way
it was
before
around the
internet.
time of the internet, but I would read magazines and I had this subscription for a few years.
Yeah, they're pretty dope. They always have some good stuff. I love this picture that they open it up with. Not even cats are safe from being a part of the epic Japanese fart battles depicted in a series of art scrolls produced during the Edo period. But we got 20 of the best memorable fart moments. So number one, the world's oldest joke, yep, is a fart joke. According to research by the University of Wolverhampton, the world's oldest known joke was a saying by the Sumerians in what is now Iraq, sometime around 1900 BCE. While it's hardly the kind of material that you would get a Netflix special these days, it's recognizable as a fart gag, something which has never occurred since time immemorial. That's how you
In
say that word,
memoriam.
right?
Oh,
Immemorial.
in memorial.
Immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap.
Something that has never happened is a woman not farting on her husband's lap. So it happens all the time, right? That's what
Yeah,
they're saying.
I totally have farted in all my boyfriend's laps, except one.
I totally. Wait, let's see. Let me get close to the mic. My butt close to the mic. Hear it?
That was great, Ricky. That was great. That was like that was a perky fart. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for sharing it.
You're very welcome.
Number two, the fart that started a revolution in Egypt and
That's gonna get you a Netflix special.
the fart that started a revolution in Egypt in 570 BCE. A fart changed everything. King Apries, is that how you say his name? King Apries? King
I
Apries
don't know
had
that guy.
angered his people and was worried about mutiny, sending one of his best generals, Amasis, to calm things down. However, the mutineers decided Amasis would be king instead, and he was not into it. And he was into it. When a priest sent a messenger to bring back Amasis, Amasis farted and instructed the messenger to take that back to the king.
Yeah. That's fucking badass.
This led to a battle, a defeat, and a new farting bottom on the throne. Wow.
I think that's probably the greatest fart moment in all of history. That's pretty amazing. It's like, oh yeah, you know what think of the king? Because it's like got a timing, you know what I mean? He had one in the chamber.
It sounds like a scene from Emperor's New Groove, David Spade. Did you ever see that movie, Emperor's New Groove?
I think so. I mean, yeah. I've seen it, but 100 years ago.
Yeah, it's my little sister used to love that movie. I used to watch it all the time. All right, number three, The 1001 Nights of Farts. While some of the stories in the Middle Eastern folk tale collection, The 1001 Nights, are incredibly well known, Aladdin, Ali Baba, and Sinbad, for instance, Hollywood has yet to adapt the story of Abu Hussain's fart to the big screen. In the story, Hassan is getting married for the second time after his wife's death and ruins his wedding by ripping a fat one. Ashamed, he runs away and doesn't return for 10 years. Slinking back into the city, he overhears a young girl asking her mother what her birthday is. She replies, "You were born the night Abu Hassan farted." Great stuff.
That's when the Addams Family started. You ever hear that one?
No, the
The
Addams Family.
Family started when Uncle Fester farted.
Oh
They all
yeah,
became.
yeah. The Addams Family. Number 4, Roland the farter invents multitasking. Older people often talk about how much better entertainment was in the old days. But in the 12th century, the pinnacle of entertainment was a guy jumping in the air, whistling, and farting at the same time. This dazzling spectacle referred to as spectacle. I cannot read. Clearly, I did not graduate high school. Referred to as anum saltum et
Anum saltum et suflut.
boom 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 boom.
Oh yeah, there's even more et.
Is that Latin?
I think it's Latin.
One jump, it translates into one jump, one whistle, and one fart. Was performed just once a year for Henry II, for which its performer, Roland the Farter, was paid a handsome annual wage.
This is like the Jim Carrey of his time. Like,
I mean, yeah, people are still getting paid for farts today. So, number 5, Sir Henry Ludlow passes gas in Parliament. Everyone's let out a fart or two slip when they'd much rather they hadn't. Unfortunately for MP Sir Henry, when he let one rip in the House of Commons in 1607, his hindquarters became the subject of a 200-line libellous poem listing other MPs and how they might have reacted to the honk. Quoth Sir Henry Poole, "It was a bold trick to fart in the nose of the bodied politic. Indeed, I confess," quoth Sir Edward Greville. "The matter of it self was somewhat uncivil. Thank God," quoth Sir Edward Hungford. Okay, so this is the moment where, like, have you ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Uh-huh.
Like, I just feel like we're getting dumber, and I'm getting dumber as time. Like, when you read like stuff in like old English, I'm like, what am I reading?
You didn't finish it. Here, let me give it a shot. Because
Okay.
it rhymes. It's a poem.
Okay.
Quoth Sir Henry Poole. Oops. Quoth Sir Henry Poole, "It was a bold trick to fart in the nose of the body politic. Indeed, I confess," quoth Sir Edward Greville, "the matter of the self was somewhat uncivil. Thank God," quoth Sir Edward Hungerford, "that this fart proved not a turd."
That was really good, Ricky. You did way better than me. Way better than me. Number 6, Jonathan Swift has fun with farts. Looks like this is Jonathan here. What is he holding? A document?
One of his essay.
An essay? Gulliver's Travels author Jonathan Swift is famed as one of the greatest satirical writers ever to put pen to paper. But he also wasn't above the kind of fart gag the average 12-year-old conjures up on a daily basis. His 1722 pamphlet, The Benefits of Farting Explained, was published under... oh my God, was published under a... How do you say that?
Pseudonym.
Claiming to be wrote in Spanish by Don Fart and Hondo, Puff endorsed professor of bombast in the University of Krakow. Is that a real place? Is
I
this
don't think
real?
so. Claiming to be rodent. No, I think it's a joke. Like he's talking about like he's at a special university for farting.
Oh, okay. And translated into English at the request and for the use of Lady Dampfart in her Fartshire by Obadiah Fizzle, groom of the stool to the princess of Arsmini in Sardinia.
We should get this. Like, and we should like reenact it or something. Like this sounds
Yeah, that'd be
hilarious.
fun. Like dress up in like
It's
old
so
timey shit.
ridiculous. Like it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, it was written by her Fartshire.
Farts in history, like drunk history.
Hmm.
Japanese fart contests are epically more immortalized. Number 7, the library at Waseda University in Japan is home to a great many unique historical artifacts. It's also home to an incredible scroll, 33 feet long, dating from 1846 and depicting various stages in an elaborate farting contest. The scroll, known as Higassen, is part of a minor tradition of immortalizing guff-offs. There are other butt scrolls dating from as early as the 1400s. Interesting.
Guff-offs.
Guff-offs.
I've never heard that. I mean, I know a guffaw, like
Guffaw.
laughing,
Yeah.
but guff-off, is that like
Guff-off.
a fart thing?
I guess. Guffing off?
I think if anybody we need to do some research. Yeah.
I mean, yes, this is definitely sparking a lot of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, Benjamin Franklin's windy plea. America's most beloved polymath wasn't being entirely serious when he penned the 1871 essay to the Royal Academy of Farting, but he made some fine points, namely that if science could come up with some drug wholesome and not disagreeable to be mixed with our common food or sauces that shall render the natural discharges of wind from our bodies not only inoffensive but agreeable as perfumes, the world would be a better place. He was annoyed at the scientific establishment pursuing what he saw as increasingly pompous goals rather than trying to solve practical problems like smelly butthole pumps.
Wait, what? What is he saying? He was annoyed at the scientific establishment pursuing what he saw as increasingly pompous goals rather than trying to solve practical problems like smelly butthole pumps.
Yeah,
Smelly butthole pumps? They're using that as like a phrase?
I guess.
They should have reached out to you before they wrote this article.
Okay, this one's in French, so I'm gonna let you read this one. Number 9.
Sortiste le portement takes to the stage. 19th century entertainer Joseph Pujol, better known as his stage name Le Potomin, the Fartamaniac. This is crazy. This is okay. So you are in the echelon of greats like Jonathan Swift and Benjamin Franklin and the Fartamaniac. You know what I mean? Like this is not. We're not doing lowbrow humor on this show. This is look at who we're in company with.
Yeah.
So anyways, this guy had an extraordinary control over his anal sphincter and could inhale air through his rectum and control the speed at which it came out. This meant he could, among other things, imitate cannon fire and play O Sole Mia. Like fucking Jim Carrey doing his butt thing. O Sole Mia. In an ocarina on an ocarina, which I'm assuming is a flute or something, stuck up his bottom. His act was a massive hit and performed at the Moulin Rouge for several years before falling out with the management. He later reinvented his act as a more wholesome, merely farting animal noises.
Wow. You're really good at French.
I'm good at pretending French.
Al Roker makes an oopsie poopsie following his 2002 gastric bypass. Today, show meteorologist Al Roker let out what he thought would be a perfectly reasonable quiet fart on a visit to the White House.
It's reasonable to fart at the fart house.
Oh my god. However, it came with a prize and Roker sharted. He kept the tale to himself for a decade decade or so, but in 2013 soberly shared it with NBC, stating simply, "I pooped my pants." The weather was simply smelly in Mississippi in 2017 when a young boy crashed a weather report to warn of farts everywhere and toots before being carried off screen by his father. There's a video.
When you have a bypass and your bowel has been reconstructed,
It's like
you
an
think you're
interview,
pretty
like
safe.
a fancy.
And I probably went off and ate something I wasn't supposed to. And as I'm walking to the press room, I got to pass a little gas here. So I'm walking by myself. Who's going to know? Only a little something extra came out.
You pooped in your pants.
I pooped my pants. Not horribly, but enough that I knew.
Which is a common side effect of this surgery.
Exactly. And so, I
It's like this
was
beautiful
panicking.
elite shot.
So I got to the
interview
restroom of the
about
press
this.
room, threw out the underwear, and just went commando.
And what did that tell you?
It told me that I've got to be very vigilant as to what I eat.
Okay, I love how, first of all, like, when he first started talking about it, she looked like, oh my God, he's going to go there. And then she was like really into it.
She's like, this is great news,
This is
great
great.
television. So that would probably, what was that? George W. Bush was the president at the time?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Number 11,
Good.
Mike Dicta. Dicta, is that how you say his name? I don't know sports. Dicta? Dicta? Mike
He's a
Dicta
Chicago
possibly
guy.
drops a door smasher of a fart on ESPN. Polarizing NFL legend Mike Dicta may have farted on ESPN in 2015. And if he did, he didn't just fart, he farted. I don't get it. Well, Dicta denied it, saying he farted.
Emphasis.
Okay. Saying he was at a point in his life where he would happily fart on TV, but didn't happen to on this occasion. We all know how denying and supplying go together. Sure, it might be someone else in the studio reacting to co-host Chris Carter's endorsement of the Giants by blowing a raspberry, but Carter's bemused turned amused reaction led viewers to believe that he was reacting to Dicta's delivering the kind of fart you could demolish a shed with. Other alleged wind incidents caught on camera in the sports world include Padres manager Bud Black doing a trouser cough in 2012, or like we like to call a booty cough. 49ers head coach Jim Tonsula letting one rip at a press conference in 2015. University of Kentucky basketball coach John Calipari trumping in 2017. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't expect anything less than a coach in Kentucky. No offense. Someone stinking up the ESPN halftime set. Then there are more aggressive farts from sports stars like 2019 double impact fart news of LeBron James farting at a fan and Antonio Brown farting in his doctor's face. What? I missed that. We got a clip here.
Susie, I was from Philly, but they got rid of me, so I'm going with the Giants.
Well, let's see. If the Giants win, they're in first. If the Eagles win, they're in first.
That was a loud one.
Yeah, it sounds so fake, but like, what's that? There's
Well, homeboy's leaning in the chair as it's happening.
Susie, I was from
Watch
Philly, but
this
they got
guy.
rid of me, so I'm going with the Giants.
Well, let's see. If the Giants win, they're in first. If the Eagles win, they're in.
Oh, good old Bernie. Number 12, Bernie Sanders fans plan elaborate fart-in. A group of human rights protesters and Bernie Sanders supporters organized a fart-in at the 2016 Democratic National Convention, aiming to drown out the sounds of Hillary Clinton's speech with mass flatulence. The group handed out beans and whoopee cushions to attendees, with organizer Sherry Honkala, national coordinator for the national coordinator.
cherry honkala is probably, that should be one of our fart vocabulary words.
I know,
Cherry
right?
honkala. Oh man, I just let it a cherry honkala.
That's a good name for a chick that farts a lot.
Yeah.
National coordinator for the Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign in 2012 Green Party vice president nominee, telling them sharding is always a potential consequence, but we have napkins.
How about a little more planning? Napkins.
So they were serving beans, like having people eat beans.
To our Bean Fest.
Oh, they called it a
We're
bean
here
fest.
today to feed the Bernie delegates.
She looks like she knows how to fart. We eat them and then we
Eat and then we fart.
I can't believe this really happened.
Of stolen elections.
We've been very disrespected. We had Bernie delegates that's been inside. Two of them yesterday, two females, were basically kicked out of their seat. Nina Turner.
How did I miss this?
Is very disrespectful.
So we think that Hillary's a big lie, so we're saying a big fart. So Whoopi Cushion is like farting and Bing's making farts to make it seem like Hillary's a big fart.
Are Whoopi Cushion's real farts or just illusions? Can you explain that to me?
They both to me. They both.
Real
I'm not
farts.
following your logic, because if you're trying to say that she's a sham, I mean, shouldn't you have real farts and not Whoopi Cushion?
Hillary's nothing but a bitch.
Anybody ready for our farts? Yes.
I thought this would be like real farts.
Oh, this is real party.
No, but I'm disappointed.
No, come on, join in.
That guy, he's like, I want to fart for real.
I'm actually
He's like,
And so now it's time to put an end to the Democratic
this
Party.
lady is like
Hard to leave
dedicated.
your abuser sometimes, but after somebody throws you down the stairs,
It's hard to leave your abuser sometimes. Clearly, she escaped a abusive relationship.
Yeah, a lot of people know about the farting.
Okay, I talked to a ton of delegates today. They all said that's ridiculous. They didn't even hear about it.
We've been advertising the farting for about a year. It was on the Colbert
Look at she's getting in her
show last
face.
night. Colbert show last night.
I support Bernie because his platform addresses all the issues that addresses the oppression that we all live under.
I love how he's like going on a full speech with a plate of
It
beans.
doesn't matter. It doesn't,
Yeah.
Whether or not he accepted it is not the point.
It's like pulled pork and beans. That sounds good. I want some right now.
Pork and beans? That's like my favorite thing
Well,
to
that
eat when I
pulled
go
pork and
camping.
beans.
Pulled pork?
Yeah, because it's like big old pieces of pork, not just little chunks.
Getting people so afraid of black people. Calling some
Oh
of
my
us,
god.
super predators.
Honestly, Bernie should have won just because of this.
You know, sharding is always a potential consequence, but we have napkins over there.
So if Bill Clinton signed the crime bill,
She's like dead serious though.
Yeah.
black community,
Like
She's
she's
dedicated.
not like nobody's
why
here
shouldn't
like
he be held
I
accountable?
mean there's some people
And
that
why
look like
shouldn't
they're
Hillary
making
be held
it
accountable?
silly, but
I
they're
told
all
Mitchell.
very earnest about
Now
it.
I keep kidding.
Yeah.
That's politics. Are you kidding me?
Can you walk us through the flavors that you're experiencing, the textures on your palate? It's
I mean, it's
Really?
It's beans. It's pork and beans. You know what I mean? And every poor person pretty much has pork and beans.
Facts.
People know.
We know our beans. They're the musical fruit.
Democratic Party rob the shit out of it. Right in front of your face. For sure.
You don't think they're going to do the same thing to him?
All right, I've seen enough.
Rob him?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it continues. Oh no, that says Berlin. I was like, more Bernie stuff. Berlin's.
No, yeah, I read Bernie first too. Yeah.
I know. Number 13, Berlin's crazy toot trial wastes police time. A Berlin man who was asked to show police his ID in 2017 opted to fart at them instead. Oh, we've been over this one before. He got fined $1,000. That came up in the news not that long ago. So nothing new there. Nothing new. He pleaded the fart. Number 14, a virtual farter loses job. In 2018, a Florida security guard who posted on Instagram under the name Paul Flart was fired after videos of his farts at work went viral. It wasn't the farts that led to the firing. It was the 75 violations of his job's no phone policies, but still. Farts and work don't always go together. In Australia, a decade-long legal battle ended in 2019 with the Supreme Court ruling that repeatedly farting on a coworker did not constitute bullying. A New Jersey woman brought a lawsuit against her husband's former employee in 2015, claiming that he had been discriminated against due to his uncontrollable flatulence following a gastric bypass, leading to his eventual firing. The suit was thrown out. Well, there you go, you guys.
That's not fair.
What do you mean
It was thrown out, so he was claiming that he was discriminated against. That's not fair. You can't fire somebody because of a medical condition because they're farting all the time.
The suit was thrown out. Like, he sued?
A Jersey woman brought a lawsuit against her husband, her husband's former employer, in 2015. So they threw out her lawsuit.
Oh, they threw it out. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I read that wrong. That's messed up.
That's discrimination. And you know what? I think farting in somebody, like, what is bullying if not constantly farting on someone? That sounds like.
But the Supreme Court ruled that it did not constitute bullying.
But it is bullying, I think, because anything that you're doing to somebody and they don't like it, and you're constantly doing.
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of in favor of the Supreme Court saying that it's not, because, you know, what if what if your kid is getting bullied, you know, and they could just go and they can fart, and that doesn't constitute as retaliation or bullying back, you know? You could use that to your advantage if you're getting bullied.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like sex does not constitute rape, but you know, if it's agreed upon, like, you can fart on whoever you want as long as they're cool with it. But if you're farting on somebody without their permission, then that's fart rape.
Fart rape. Let us
Is
know
that
what you
one
think.
of the new vocab words?
No. Let us know what you think in the comments on that one. All right, number 15. Dart pros rattled by dirty tactics. In a mystery that will never truly be solved, someone involved in a second round knockout stage match in 2018's Grand Slam of Darts did a Grand Slam of farts. I wonder if they had brown darts there. Gary Anderson, who went on to win the tournament, said his opponent, Wesley Harms, was the farter and possible pant soiler. While Harms suggested it was Anderson assured reporters he was not responsible, offering several things as proof: solemnly swearing on his kids' lives, B, offering
there you go, there's your proof.
I swear on my kid's life. Offering to let the reporter put his finger in Anderson's anus to smell it. What? Citing an improvement in Harm's game after the smell disappeared, suggesting increased comfort, and D, assuring them that the only times he has ever farted during a match, he has also defecated, something previously stated in a documentary. We may never know.
This isn't a documentary.
Well, here's the video.
Gary, what a comfortable win that was, especially in the second session, and the third session you rushed away from it.
Yeah, just walked off. You know, it was warm, really warm up there. You know, came off, up to the side, on my cigarette that I'm supposed to have stopped. But no, get off. It's warm up there, so get off, have a break.
I have no idea
get
what
your head together. Take your time when you come back, and good session.
Just spoke to Wesley. Besides that, he said you were a class player, and you let him alive in the first session. He said that it was smelly on the stage.
I thought he had shit.
Sorry?
I thought Wesley had farted on stage. Yeah. Did he?
No. Well, I think he thinks you did it.
You can put your finger up the arse, there'll be no smell there. I thought he had shit, and I went, that's dirty. It was bad.
It was bad.
It was bad. There was a stink. I thought it was him. And he started playing better. I went, must have needed to get some wind out.
He thought it was you.
Oh, no. Hands up. Swear on my kid's life. To help me God. Nothing crossed.
But it was smelly anyway.
It was smelly. Usually if I fart on stage, I shit myself. You know that, because I've told you in a documentary. Ain't scared to... If I'd farted...
I told you in a documentary.
I put my hands up and go, oh, sorry, I need to get off.
So who was it then?
Well, don't tell me. You've got enough 3 boys up there. So... No, it definitely came... It was table
It's got
side.
a long neck.
It was eggs. Rotten eggs.
Not from you.
Not for me. No.
Okay, thank you.
And every time we walked past, it was a waft of rotten eggs. So that's why I was thinking it was him.
Thank you.
I don't know. In the first half, it seemed like he was telling the truth. In the second half, I feel like he was like trying too hard. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, even at the beginning, he's like, "Whoa, why did he fart? Because all did he fart? You can stick your finger up on honest and you can tell the food fart."
It's like French and English. It was a weird accent. Number 16, the provocative Austrian pumper. In 2020, a Vienna man was fined approximately $600 after farting aggressively at the police. The fine officially for offending public decency came after an encounter with the cops got increasingly unruly, and the man let go a massive intestinal wind, apparently with full intent. Again, farting at the cops.
We're gonna be selling our T-shirts in our store. Fart the police. Fart the police.
Oh my god, that actually is a really good idea. Number 17, farts go non-fungible. Of course. Fungible? Is this supposed to be fungible or fungible?
Fungible.
Fungible.
So there's like you ever heard of it like an NFT, a non-fungible token?
Oh, we're talking about like stocks and stuff?
Yeah, well, an NFT is like basically, like a meme that you can sell. Like you're the original creator of the meme, and then you like, I forget now. Actually, I don't think about it, but it has something to do with like selling memes. It's ridiculous.
Oh, interesting. Of course, there are fart NFTs. Brooklyn filmmaker Alexander Ramirez Malice sold a collection of a year's worth of WhatsApp voice memos of farts in NFT form, as well as individually recorded ones. He told the New York Post if the value increases, buyers could have an extremely valuable fart on their hands.
Yeah, so it's
Red-blooded
like a
American.
digital.
If there's an opportunity, I want to seize it. And if there's an opportunity to get rich off farts, I'd be crazy not to jump on
gross.
that.
I don't like
At
this
the same
guy.
time, I can't help but revel in the fact that somebody might pay actual money for not even a fart, the idea of a fart, because these NFTs aren't farts. They're just digital alphanumeric strings that represent ownership. It's like buying
Those
a
are the
certificate that
NFTs?
says one fart.
Mhm.
If I were to try and sell a piece of paper that said fart, people would very likely call it ridiculous. But now in the context of NFTs, people are dying to buy these things that aren't pieces of art themselves. They're just signifiers. It's like a provenance. It doesn't actually contain anything. So I can just click a few buttons and say, this fart is for sale, and somebody can buy it.
Do you think NFTs, is this like a sign of the end times of something? I mean, is this like late stage capitalism and we'll finally have to, rebirth the economic model and internet dialogue after this? Or can it become more absurd from here?
Well, there's always room for absurdity, and there's definitely always room for farts.
Oh my god, I'm like so behind the times.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
sounds
like
something.
I feel like I'm
dumb that you'd
behind.
be interested in.
Something dumb I'd be interested in. I mean, I'm
Are
with
you-
them
are
though.
you
If I
a-
can make money
what are
selling
they
farts.
called? I'm sorry?
What?
Are you a person who is into Bitcoin and those kinds of things?
I mean, I made a little money off Dogecoin, and I still have some money invested. I mean, I'm not fascinated by it, but hey, like I like to play around in the stock market a little bit. I've always been like somewhat of a gambler. I'm not really into it, but like I like to go to the casinos and like play,
Well,
but
I'm gonna gift you with a little.
You're gonna gift me with a fart NFT?
It's an NFT for you right there. You cannot
Thank
fudge that.
you. Round of applause. Number
But now you
18.
can't release this episode. You can only sell it.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's true. Number 18.
Unless you can make a remix of it and sell the remix as an NFT.
Are you done?
Am I
Number
done?
18.
I'm trying to make you money.
We got two more. We got two more.
Making money
or
from this
three more.
podcast, and I'm giving you fucking gold.
Okay. I thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Number 18. Best smellers spawn best seller. A conversation on Twitter between various animal scientists about which animals do and don't fart led to a New York Times bestseller. Does It Fart by Dana Rabayaudi began as a hashtag and became a surprisingly detailed spreadsheet. Fun fact, herrings
More like
used...
spread cheeks.
I'm gonna give you that one. Before making it to bestseller lists internationally. Fun fact, herrings use farts to communicate. I did not know that.
We should get him on the show.
We should. Mr. Methane gets shut down by Phil Collins, number 19. World's Longest Fart by Mr. Methane. We're going to watch that in just a second. British former rail worker Paul Oldfield is what could be termed a one-trick pony. It's a good trick, though. He's a professional farter. Using the stage name Mr. Methane, Oldfield has spent 3 decades farting around the world, everywhere from Britain's Got Talent to Howard Stern. Want to see him do a minute-long fart? You can. Phil Collins, however, is not a fan. When Mr. Methane attempted to release a flatulence-heavy parody of In the Air Tonight called Curry in the Air Tonight, Collins refused, with his management clarifying, "This is a very serious song and we cannot see any reason for it to be taken so lightly."
Do you know this song?
Hi guys,
Yes.
this is Eve. Hi Mom. I'm here to confirm that there will be no tricks involved in this video. In this video, we will set a new world record, establish the longest fart ever. And here's how it's gonna work. I've got a timer here. And we've got Fart Globe here because it's all about Fart Globe. And I'm next to Mr. Methane, a flatulist or a farting machine. Mr. Methane, are you ready to break or to establish the world record?
Yes, Eve, I'm a bit backed up and bulging and I'm ready to evacuate my colon as soon as possible.
How do you hold that in?
Okay, so I'll put the mic in position.
Is he about to twerk? It looks like he's about to twerk.
Ready. Steady.
Pretty steady.
Go.
His veins are like popping out of the side of his face and neck.
What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
I don't hear it.
You can't hear it?
I mean, I don't hear the song, right? He's doing the song?
Oh, no, this is just the longest fart.
Oh. Well, you know that song is about, like, Phil Collins. They say it's an urban legend that it's about this Phil Collins saw somebody drowning. Or no, saw somebody, like, not save somebody from drowning. And then one night, he played this song. He wrote the song, and then he played the song. And like put a spotlight on the guy and was like, I know, because I saw that you saw somebody drowning and didn't save them.
Oh my freaking God.
That was like work for him.
Oh, that is smelly. Oh, you've just polluted the whole room. Okay.
He's got a clip on his
folks,
nose.
As you saw it.
Wow, that's impressive. All right, number 20. We're down to the last one. Ricky, you want to read it?
Rudy Giuliani just can't keep it in. Rudy Giuliani got so upset during a 2020 Michigan hearing on election fraud that he audibly farted twice. It's commendable in a way that Giuliani just goes for it. Unambiguous, cracking out a pair of stinkers. To the horror of attorney Jenna Ellis, who is sitting next to him. Have you seen the video of this?
No, I haven't.
She's like totally like, oh, like whoa, every time he's doing it. It's funny.
Oh my goodness. I would have to say this has been the longest farts in the news segment that we've ever had.
Yeah, we need a French guy to go like, okay, now we're going here to see the longest episode of Fart Talk ever. We have, okay, now we go and we put our nose plugs on.
And this has been a Farts in the News segment with Ricky and Lex. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry, I'm doing my life coaching comedian's character. Well, that was awesome.
When can we get her on the show?
You know, we could arrange that to happen. What was your favorite out of all 20 though, Ricky?
I like the historical stuff, like kind of like putting like, you know, flatulent humor into the context of like that's been around forever. People have been making jokes about farts forever.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think Al Roker was my favorite.
Hmm.
I think that was my favorite because you know, my father, who's a black man, was very like just open.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, my father is a black man.
Oh.
Would you think I
You
was?
look more like your mom was black.
Really?
No, what is that? That doesn't mean that's ridiculous.
I don't know. People say some weird shit to me, so
I'm sure they do.
But yeah, I don't know. Like my dad is getting to the age where he kind of has that Al Roker look going on, you know, like black men when they start shaving and they start losing their head, like losing their hair, they kind of look like a turtle. And just like the way he was talking about it kind of reminded me of my dad. And you know, Al Roker is like this serious kind of like dude, so it's like kind of refreshing to see him talk so openly about that with that white woman.
It's refreshing.
It's very refreshing. Well, anyways, Ricky,
like
this has
stepping
been
into a free jacuzzi.
I honestly want to know, like, if you're taking a dip with Mr. Methane, that's probably going to be the longest free jacuzzi that you could get, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I wasn't trying to pun it. Ooh, pun that. Woo! Well, Ricky, it's been fun.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Bye.